All right, we are back with another episode of It's That Easy, talking Major League Baseball. We'll go over today's games that we picked yesterday, and then I'll give you the picks that we'll look at for tomorrow. So if you're watching, please like and subscribe. Appreciate that. It helps me out a whole lot so that tons of people can see all these great picks, because right now, after today's picks, I'm 11-5. That's a pretty good record there. So really quick, let's run down those. Texas, they're okay. I'm probably gonna jinx myself. Hopefully not. Texas is winning right now, 4-0 in the 6th inning. So hopefully they go on to win. That'll be a W for Texas there. We picked the Phillies to beat the Cubs, and the Phillies demolished the Cubs 13-7. That was more like the Eagles versus the Bears, 13-7. We did pick Pittsburgh to beat Washington 16-5. They killed those guys there. Skeens, I think, gave up a couple of runs there, but not too bad. But they did cover. I mean, they did win. And then Atlanta. I should have known this, because usually when you score an unusual amount of runs, like 13, 14, 15, sometimes you come back the next game and you don't score many. Atlanta lost to Miami 10-4. So, they had to be the only blemish there. Hopefully the Rangers don't blemish it as well, but we're doing pretty good there. So let's go into the picks for, let's see, April the 14th, Tuesday. So the Rangers are going to throw Mackenzie Gore, left-handed pitcher. Pretty good. 2.76 ERA. He's 16 innings pitched. So it's like 3 games at 5 innings apiece. Gives up, he's got 25 Ks in 16 innings. He's doing pretty good. Jeffrey Springs going for the A's, 1.47 ERA. That's really good there. Gives up, 18 hits, 15 Ks in 18 innings. So he's not a strikeout guy. He's not going to overpower you all the time. So we got those two guys playing. The Rangers right now winning 4-0. So they're proving that the bats are staying hot. And I think the A's struggle to score runs. So for that matter, I think it could be a pitcher's duel tomorrow. These guys are both pretty good. And so if you look at the over-under, it's 8.5. Probably going to go under for that game. And we will go with the Texas Rangers to continue to win. And I say that because I think they're going to be able to score. It's not going to be probably a lot of runs scored tomorrow. And of the ones that do, it'll be the Rangers scoring the runs. Even if the A's score a couple runs, it'd probably be like 4-2, 3-1, something like that. 3-2, something like that. So then we go to the Cubs and the Phillies. Cubs are throwing Colin Ray, 3.18 ERA, 11 innings pitched, 10 hits, 10 Ks. Okay, so he strike you out, and then he'll give up a hit for you. Aaron Nola's going for Philly, 3.63 ERA, 17 innings pitched. So he's going a little longer in his, probably a little over 5 innings. Gives up 15 hits, 19 Ks. So overpowering a little bit, but he's giving up more home runs than Ray. So here's the thing with these guys. Colin Ray, 2 of his last 3 starts, he played Cleveland and Tampa Bay. He only gave up 1 earned run. So that means he's pitching pretty good against some pretty good teams. Aaron Nola, on the other hand, the last one giving up 3 earned runs, and he doesn't get a lot of run support. I'm not saying it's similar. So, like, Philly did score a ton of runs today, right? They scored 13, but that's what I was telling you. They scored 13 today. Tomorrow they'll probably score 2. So I'm not guaranteeing a win, but if you're looking for a dog to win tomorrow, Chicago might be your guy. And then it's a plus 119. You put down $100 there, win 119, cash in $219. Sitting pretty. So we got the Cubs for tomorrow. See, we got Nationals and Pirates. Nationals throwing Miles Mikolas, 12.41 ERA. He had one outing that was really, really rough for him. And he's 12.4 ERA, 12 innings pitched, 22 hits, 11 Ks, 5 home runs. That guy had a tough outing there. Pittsburgh is throwing Mitch Keller a 1. That's it. 1. ERA. 18 innings pitched, so he's pitching some good 5 and 6 inning games. 12 hits, 11 Ks, no home runs. So let's see. Obviously, right, this Miles guy is giving up. He gives up hits. He gives up runs. Pittsburgh obviously took advantage of anything Washington threw today. They scored 16. Now, unlike what I just said on the previous game, they may not score 16 tomorrow, but I think they're going to pull out a victory there. We got Pittsburgh to win. I look at Keller. He doesn't give up a lot of runs. He's actually 2 of his 3 starts, he's thrown shutouts, and he's pretty solid in giving you 6 innings. So I think Pittsburgh will outlast Washington tomorrow for the W. And then the last one, we got the Marlins Braves. Obviously, we picked that wrong because I misunderstood when I talked to the Braves coach. I thought he said they were going to win. I didn't think he said they were going to give up 10 runs to Miami. But Miami's going to throw Max Meyer tomorrow. He's 3.68 ERA, 14 innings pitched. So, 3 and 4 innings in his 3 outings. 12 hits, 15 Ks, 2 home runs. Atlanta's throwing Ronaldo Lopez, 1.15 ERA, 15 innings pitched, 10 hits, 13 Ks. He gives up 3 home runs. They're both pretty solid, but they do give up. Max will give up some hits there. I think with the Ronaldo throwing his last outing at he gave up 1 earned run. I think he'll get run support tomorrow. You'll see a different A's team. You'll see a different Braves team tomorrow who's going to put up some runs, and I think Lopez will bring those hot Miami bats down a little bit. Even though Miami, they lost 3 in a row before they came to Atlanta. I feel like this is going to be like the Atlanta-Cleveland series last time. One team wins, the other team wins next, then they go back to the first team. And so tomorrow we're going to have Atlanta pulling the victory there. If I have to go over under, I did the unders for yesterday's games, and they just scored a ton of runs, and I think that's going to bite them tomorrow. So we're going to go Cubs, Phillies under, Washington. Actually, Pittsburgh, Washington, I will go the over on that. And then Miami and Atlanta, I'll go the under 8.5 points. But here's the thing I wanted to just run by you really quick. So I was looking at, when you bet money, there's 2 ways you're going to make, get a big payday. One is to bet the big underdog, right? So you see Washington is plus 153. If you put $1,000 on Washington to win, you win $1,500, right? So that's one way to make a payoff. If you looked at yesterday, Pittsburgh was a huge favorite, right? So when you could have picked Washington, then you'd have lost, but that's the big payoff you're going to get. The other big payout that you get is called a parlay. And this is when you get multiple teams. You can mix and match whatever you want them to win, covering the over-under. There is a spread of 1.5 points usually for every game. You can pick them to cover the spread. And so that's how you'll do it. So I did a few for you here just in case you want to do the math. So if you bet the 2 highest teams, which are Pittsburgh and Atlanta, to win tomorrow, and you parlay them, you'll make 1.26. So you bet $10, you'll make $12. So it's not too bad, right? But that's not big money, right? So let's say you want to pick the favorites, but you want to pick the lower ones, right? So you picked the Rangers and the Phillies, right? 1.94, almost double your money there. So you bet $10, you make $19, almost $20. Not too bad either, right? But the real money is in the parlays over the 4 teams. So if you bet the 4 favorites, you say, yeah, those don't pay off as much, right? Still 1.26, right? Because they're favored by so much that it really doesn't pay out even when you parlay them. Now, if you can do all 15 games tomorrow or whatever it is, that'll pay you pretty good. But so I said, well, let's look at the other one. So if you bet just the over, let's say you pick the over-under, however you pick them, over-under for each game, whatever. But you pick for these 4 games and you parlay those, $10, you'll win $130. So that's a good payout there. But obviously it pays out so much because it's so hard to do. But I just gave you the answers, so yeah, up to you there. The last one. This is the last one. I've seen this happen in basketball too. I'm sure it happens in baseball all the time. I got to just keep looking through this. But if you bet the 4 dogs to win, so you bet the A's, the Cubs, the Nationals, and the Marlins to win tomorrow, and they win, and you put $10 down, you'll make $340. So that's a big payout there. But it also goes to show you, how hard that is to happen. Now, I was looking it up. Baseball plays, it's 162 games. They play about 180 days throughout the year there's baseball on. I have to think that in those 180 plus days, there's got to be a day where 4 underdogs win. And so now I'm going to start looking for that, because we're going to see if we can find this one, bet one parlay, and let's see if we can hit it pretty big. But anyway, if you're watching, please like and subscribe. Those are the picks for tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow to talk about Wednesday's picks. So hope everything goes well. Hope you love watching baseball. Hope you're enjoying the games. And when you're betting money, I hope you win a whole ton of money. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.